Sagittarius, what's up? I miss you. I hope you are well in the world, wherever you are. We're going to look at money, career, finances, fortune today. We're going to start with some oracle messages. You probably hear me out here shuffling this nice big old deck. It's a whole lot of cards right here. But again, we're just looking at what's been happening. The money, career, finance, fortune, all of that kind of cool, fun stuff. And see what's out here. God, angel, spirit guides for amazing Sagittarius, please. What do you want Sagittarius to know? And then after I get these oracle messages out here, we'll get some tarot out here to confirm these messages. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Ooh, some of you working through some tough energy right now. Based on that first card that popped out, it says trapped. I'll read to you what else it says on that in just a moment. Let's see if there are more messages for you, Sagittarius. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Okay, feels complete. Okay, oh, beneath the deck, it says spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help you get clear, before you move on, okay? You will get insights into what work will best serve your needs. Some of you, like many other signs, you're like, okay, I think it's time to move on. I'm not exactly sure where to go, what to do, but it's about that time. And again, I've been sensing and feeling this for different signs all week. Trapped is the first one that popped out. And it says you feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have. There's something going on at work right now. Could be being breadcrumbed in your job in a certain way. Maybe when you first took this position on, there were high hopes. There were all of the words about how wonderful and luxurious of an opportunity was going to be, and maybe there has been a change in management. Maybe all of a sudden there's some excuse and they're not honoring all of what they said that they would do or could do when you first started this position. That's what is coming up. And Sagittarius, you probably are in this place right now where you just feel like, okay, well, you know what? I can't believe this has happened, and this is happening at the worst time. And maybe you had other options, and maybe you feel like those options have gone from you now because you had faith in what it is that you're doing now. This can be an employer, a job that you're working at right now. This could be an entrepreneurial project. Maybe you have a partner, but there's some type of thing contractually, for the most part, that you just feel like, you know what, this turned out to be something different. I'm kind of being given the okie doke here, if you know what I mean there. The next card that's out here, it says taking steps. Okay, very interesting image here. There's a pair of shoes, and then there's a shadow, and that feels very spiritual. You know, there are a lot of, it feels incredibly symbolic. That's what I want to say here. It says action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. Some of you who are feeling trapped right now, you also feel like this situation will just get better. Some of you feel like, okay, this is just going to iron out over time. It might get better, because I'm feeling that some of you, you might be fatigued. You've been at different jobs. You've been here before, and you're just hoping that it just gets better, because looking for a new job, applying, the resumes, the going through the entire process, running that gamut again of looking for a new opportunity, you're exhausted. So I'm also seeing in my mind's eye the Nine of Wands. I also saw earlier that that Eight of Swords, that's stuck but also wounded, so fatigued, and that is likely what's getting in the way. And that's why the spiritual card is out here too. There's something that is nudging you to begin to do whatever it is that you do, Sagittarius, to refuel your sense of hope and purpose and motivation. I don't know if that is related to, you know, eating the thing that makes you feel energized, related to rest, who you are around that recharges you, but there's something that you tap into that is a known way for you to get back into your spirit of being free. That thing that is a mainstay with wonderful Sagittarius folks is that you have this ability to free yourself when you're ready. You're able to take charge when it's time and then lead. Whatever it is that you do, that is the spiritual work right now, because likely there's something going on where you're hoping that it will just blow over, it'll just kind of come to a close and things will get to a wonderful place. But I think that Spirit is trying to tell you, we're going to get some cards out here, but Spirit is trying to tell you that this is just a sign that it's time for you to move on to bigger and better. And it's okay. You're safe to do that. I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now that Ace of Wands, fresh new beginnings. Spirit saying, yes, this is the green light. God, angel, spirit guides, messages for Sagittarius to help us get more clarity about what to do, where to go. God, angel, spirit guides, where to go from here, what to do from here. What do you want Sagittarius to know at this time? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. We'll do one more shuffle and then we'll get some cards out here. Yeah, growth. It's time to trust that you could have better. Something's happened at work that triggered you for sure. Maybe this week, maybe it's been ongoing. It'll get a little bit better, and then something will happen to let you know that this is not a place where you can stay. This is a situation that you know you are not going to be able to stay in. You don't feel like there's legacy here for you, wherever you are, whatever that means for you. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. But there's something fresh that recently happened. Maybe a hard conversation, a colleague that is out of control. Okay, we'll get that out here too. Yeah, we got some interesting cards. So you may have already been applying to different things and you're weighing your options. 2 options likely are coming through, or there are 2 different opportunities that you are wanting to explore that's on your radar. Some of you, what has been challenging lately is that you're balancing entrepreneurial work as well as your regular 9-to-5. And that's been really hard. And you're just so ready for your business venture, your consulting work, whatever you're doing outside of the traditional 9-to-5, you're ready for it to just hit and work out so that you can leave the 9-to-5 and go on to the thing that you've been building and planning for some time, with the 2 of Pentacles here. And yeah, so very interesting. And I want to say this tenderly, don't get alarmed, Sagittarius, when I show you this. I did 2 rounds of shuffling just now. You probably paid attention. In the first round, you are taking stock over everything, looking at your money, what you've built, trying to survey if it's going to be really worth your time to stay here, what your skills can offer in terms of you going on and moving on. You're looking at all of that right now. But you don't know exactly where to go exactly yet. It's going to be clear to you, though, with the sun out here, some Leo energy. But there's something that recently, again, has become clear to you that probably has you feeling a little bit upset in the workplace. But this also really feels like you are becoming increasingly clear that it's time. And you are starting to evaluate the skills that you have, the gifts that you have, and really looking at what you can do with your own mind, your own hands independently, so that you can start anticipating where to go, how to grow, okay? The second round of shuffling that I just did, the Tower, don't be alarmed by this. I kind of come to love when the Tower is out, especially if we're going through a time when we know that we want to move on, we don't know how. This signifies that you're right about what you feel. There's some change happening. There's something that's not cool. Misalignment is happening because you're being reshaped for your better, your higher. But you also have an Ace of Pentacles out here. There is some significant change that's happening. Could just be in your mind and your body with you. It could be in the workplace, right? This commitment card, this institution card, that is changing, and because of it, you're not exactly clear right now, but because of this change and this shift, opportunities to grow, expand, to go into a new path, a new door, a new way through is going to become clear to you, because something is changing, because something is falling apart. Sometimes things can feel like they're falling apart, but they're really falling together, and that's what I'm feeling really, really strongly. Some of you, you do not know what this is yet. You just know, you feel the vibration of something changing intuitively in your faith, right? With the spiritual work being here, this is a very spiritual card too, the Hierophant. You know something is happening. You know that it's time for a shift. You're ready. You want to move on. You want to be in the sun. Okay? Now, some of you probably recently were let go, laid off, and you're like, okay, I'm applying. I don't know. I'm afraid. You know, I don't see loss of money right here on this table. You might be going through that, but it's not so much that you're worried about that, but you are wondering what is this next opportunity? What's about to happen? And when the sun pops out in the same reading with the Tower, that lets me know that Spirit intentionally wants to let you know that you're going through something really, really interesting. It's scary, it's rough. Things might be feeling like they're falling apart to fall together for you. The sun pops out as a reminder that we got you. You all right. This is all happening for a very divine reason. You're kept. You're safe here. I feel like somebody needs to hear that right now, that in this moment, you're good. You're straight. All of this change is happening intentionally because you're being pushed to go on to the next thing. Some of you have been working on something in the background. You've been going to school. You've been building your craft. You know, you've been reevaluating the career path that you've been on. You've been looking over your portfolio. You've been looking over your stocks, where you've been looking at all kinds of stuff. I heard liquidation come up, and I'm not exactly sure how that applies to you, but you've been consolidations, you know, you've been looking over your money, your finances, the choices that you've made to build and grow your money, grow legacy, and it's activating you to move deeper into your action related to having what it is that you truly and really want. Some of you are having an experience where you are having a spiritual awakening because whatever you're working through financially has been so trapping and it's been so confining to you until it's kind of turning you upside down. It's changing your mindset. It's changing your ideas about this traditional institutional way about, you know, earning money, being an employee. Something is shifting even in your mind about who you can be and what you can have. Okay. And that's a very important thing. That's a beautiful thing to start understanding that, you know what, I can take steps and I can do better than what I've ever done and love what I do every day. I can work at this company and do better. And this also feels like you're examining what's keeping you, what's holding you back. And that's a beautiful thing. What is holding you back right now, Sagittarius, from going after what it is that you want, from looking for other jobs? It could just be that you're exhausted. Could be that you're holding out, waiting for things to just turn around on their own. It could be that, but is there something deeper, right, Sagittarius, that's holding you back from really pushing yourself into the sun through your own gifts and your own talents? This page is examining the gift, the desire, the passion. That's what this page is examining. And there's potential here. I know I'm getting all passionate in this reading. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not alarming you. A little bit over invested right now. But I think it's important to know that there's great potential for you because something in the traditional way that you've been living your life, earning your money, understanding who you are and your talents, something about that is shifting. And it kind of feels like something is pushing you cosmically, spiritually, God force wise, to really examine who you are, what you can do so that you can have better. We're going to get some final oracle messages out here for you, Sagittarius, okay? Yeah, this is a beautiful reading because shift is happening. Change is happening. And Spirit wants you to know that you're taken care of. This is the process, okay? Some of you, it's time to take a risk on yourself, coming out of that norm, the thing that feels safe, that's being removed from you, so that you can get into another timeline, another experience. God, angel, spirit guides, final messages for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. We're almost done, y'all. I know. Got you on here 15 minutes How dare I have you on this long? Okay. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. Okay. Messages, loving, clear, helpful messages to close this reading. Anything else? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Yeah, there's someone I'm speaking to where part of the reason why you have not started looking for jobs, or maybe there's an option that's been presented to you, you don't know if you should take it, is because you were promised something, or you had a plan related to where you are right now, and you are reluctant to abandon your original plan. You don't want to give up on what you said you was going to do, what you set out to do, even though there are some very clear signs that it's likely not going to work out, because unlikely popped up. So for those of you where you're like, it's going to get better, it's going to change, I don't know. I'm just going to keep it real with you, Sagittarius. It feels like it's unlikely to change. There's something that's required of you right now. Okay? Do your own prayer work. Listen to what Spirit tells you. You can dispose of everything that I'm saying right now, right? To allow your own inner knowing to take root, to ground, to be supreme. Do that. Always do that. But for those of you where you're just like, I'll just wait it out. Okay? Unlikely. All right. Couple more that's out here. Oh, this is beautiful. Abundance. It's waiting on you. It says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical realm, reality, and imagination. This is magician energy. It's time for you to trust that you can create whatever you want. You want luxury, you want abundance, you want a different type of savings, you want to be able to market and sell the things that you create with your mind, your heart. It's up to you. Imagination, it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind and trust. I can't make this up. These cards out of all of this thick deck came out for you. This is the deck. Imagination, trust, abundance. I don't know what other sign, my lovely love cup, Sagittarius, it's time. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. You know deep down what it's time to do. My lovely Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. Thank you for your lovely comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. 7 months ago, I kept getting nudged so much to start this channel and do the readings online, and I was resistant for a long time. And finally, I'm like, all right, looking at things with my own mind, faith issues. I'm like, God, I'm only gonna get like 2 subscribers. I'm gonna make a fool out of myself, And here we are, 7 months later, over 500 subscribers, and it's because of you. It's because of your love. It's because you tell me how you're doing. It's because you say kind things. It's because you share the video. It's because, for whatever reason, you kind of like what I'm saying. And I feel extremely blessed. I'm humbled by God, and I feel recharged by you, Sagittarius. So thank you for your love. Keep loving on yourself. Keep loving on other people. What you're doing for me, I hope that you're doing it for other people and for yourself, okay? If you can't subscribe to this channel, you just want to pop in and get a quick little read, well, I'm glad that you chose me. Hello, hey. And hopefully I get to see you next week in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.